Welcome back to another Pokemon Market Monday, home of the OG weekly market updates. Every Monday morning, we go through last week's sales of sealed Pokemon products and Pokemon cards that are currently going up in price. And we do also cover any big Pokemon news like cards or sets to get revealed. And since it is December, we're going to be doing something special. Every single video that I drop in December for long form videos, I will be doing a giveaway. So today we're giving away a Mr. Mime illustration rare. All you have to do is make sure you're subscribed. Hit that notification bell, you got to hit that like, and then I want you to answer the question of the day. Will we ever see booster boxes below $100 again? Let me know down below. I will also start putting my answer down below so you guys can see that. And then I will announce the winner 1 week from today. So the very next Market Monday, we'll do another giveaway, but I'll announce the winner from this video. And we do have to give a big thanks to our video sponsor real quick, and that is Collectr. This app is the best of the best when it comes to tracking your collection. No other app even compares. I have tried them all, trust me. And they're always trying to improve by adding new cards, boxes, and features, so let us know down below if there's anything you want them to work on or add. And they just added 3 brand new features. You can now search by artist, and it shows all their cards. They added new filters where you can do like cards only and type in like Charizard, Mewtwo, all that. And then they just added a new trade analyzer to where if you're curious on a trade and want to make sure you're getting a good deal, you can actually put what you want to trade for whatever you're trying to trade for, and it'll let you know. So definitely check them out. I'll have all the links in the description. Then, of course, if you're going to grade through PSA for your very first time, you can click my link in the description and use the code BEARD25 and you receive $25 off, which is basically a free graded card. I definitely recommend doing this instead of, trusting your cards with GameStop. I've been seeing so many sketchy videos of like employees not even taping anything up. So you might as well learn how to do it yourself. It's actually very easy. And then, of course, the Binder Bound merch. All right, we are hopping to PokeBeach here. So the new Mega Dream EX Secret Rares were printed with wrong texture, skyrocketing their prices. So, it says earlier this year, the Gold's and Zoroark EX from Japan's Battle Partners, which is our Journey Together, was accidentally printed with the texture of this special illustration rare version. So it's just like a minor texture error. But we got the same thing now with the Mega Attack rares. It's kind of hard to tell in these pictures, but it says some Mega Attack rares from Mega Dream EX have been printed with the texture layer intended for the traditional Chinese versions of the cards. This creates a subtle mismatch on the Japanese cards. The texture around the card text is shaped for the Chinese characters, causing the texture to appear cut out in the wrong places. So if you guys have been opening up Mega Dream, definitely go check all of your attack rares ASAP. The issue is mostly noticeable around the Pokemon name where the texture outline doesn't match the Japanese lettering. However, it can also be seen around ability names and attack text as seen on Mega Dragonite below. So we'll look at some of these pictures a little closer here. It is kind of hard to tell for sure. But yeah, you can kind of see it. Yeah, let me know down below if you guys did get any of these. I want to know exactly how rare they are. But they're asking a good amount of money. So it says the MAR version is currently going for $29 on auction. But the Air one is around $250. We're going to be checking all of those at the end of the video. We're also going to be checking all the new Mega Dream EX prices. All right, we are going to hop to it. So we got celebrations. We actually have a couple things moving up for like our earlier sets that we always check. So we have the celebrations ETB did get down to 200 and now last sold 225, 235, 245, 244. So going up in price a little bit. And honestly, that was about it for celebrations. But we have Evolving Skies. The Build and Battle box is still doing work. Last sold for this thing now, 220, 205, 203, 258. I think I have like 20 of these. I think I still have to add them to my collector too. And the ETBs still right around the same price. Everything else is roughly right around the same for Evolving Skies. Next, we have Crown Zenith. The Sea and Sky Premium Collection is still doing pretty good. Started to go down a little bit. We had a couple sales right below 200. Now last sold 205, 215, 220, 217, 200, 218. Someone got 10 of them at $200. And then also the Galarian Moltres tin, still slowly climbing. Last sold for that, 108, 87, 94, 94, 95, 98. Probably be a $100 tin very soon. Next, 151. Booster bundles are bouncing back. They got down to about $90. Now last sold 106, 99, 100. So we got 8 of them at 100. Ton of sales at 99. And the new Sam's Club 151 4 mini tin is bouncing back a little bit in price. So that got down to about $87. Now last sold 99, 91, 90, 87, 100, 90. We can get it shipped right now for $98. And then also the regular ETB still going down technically a couple dollars. Same with the Pokemon Center ETB. The little mini tins are still doing pretty good. Those are not going down in price at all yet. All last sold around $25. And the Zapdos box is also doing very solid. Last sold for the Zapdos box, 68, 58, 75, 75, 58, 70. And we can get it shipped right now for about $60. Next, we have Prismatic Evolutions. Nothing really bouncing back or moving up at all. The new premium figure collection, I have a feeling that will bounce back. It was already at like 110, and we have some sales at like 115, 120, but I have a feeling it'll go up to like 130, 140. Next, Destined Rivals. So we had Destined Rivals booster box on our Falling Friday because it literally went down to like 350, 360, 370, and it bounced right back, literally in one day, which is just crazy to see. You can see it right here. It says on here it got down to 372, but we had quite a few sales at like 350. And look at that, every sale now, $408, $406, $390, $400, $386. So that's kind of crazy, and that's pretty much the only thing doing anything for Destined Rivals. All right, let's get into it. We got Surging Sparks. This got down to $215. Now last sold $274, $250, $246, $254. And we can get it shipped right now for $255. So Surging Sparks bounced right back. Next, Twilight Masquerade, same looking chart. Got down about $265. Now last sold $297, $298, $299, and $290. But yeah, this proves right here that the market is not crashing. If stuff is already, bouncing back, I mean, that just proves it right there. Paradox Rift got down to $230. Now last sold $239, $239, $243. And we have Mega Evolution. This is the regular one. The enhanced one stayed the same, but this was at $249. Now last sold $257, $255, $258. Next, we have Phantasmal Flames, just starting to level out and bounce back a tiny bit. Got down to $267. Now last sold $270, $299, $270. Pretty much all at $270. So just, $5. Next, we have Brilliant Stars. This got down to $415. Now last sold $495, $484, $499, and $500 with a picture. Next, Silver Tempest. This got down to about $435. Now last sold $440, $445, $460. And we got one with a picture at $425 with a small bend in the top. Next, Rebel Clash. Never even went down in price. These boxes don't sell a ton. So, it takes them a while for them to come down in price just because not too many people are even caring about them or even really looking at them. But Rebel Clash doing amazing. I mean, outselling most Sword and Shield booster boxes. Last sold for Rebel Clash, $540, $540, $540, $480. Now, these are one of the main reasons why I like to invest in a little bit of each set. You never know what's going to do good. Rebel Clash is literally, I just did a tier list on my Sunday video yesterday. Definitely check that out. But yeah, Rebel Clash was literally at the very bottom of my tier list in the Sword and Shield, Scarlet and Violet, and Mega Evolution because I actually ranked all of the sets together. But yeah, doing very, very good for such a terrible set. Next, Darkness Ablaze, another really bad set. Last sold $335, $350, $360. And then we even have Sword and Shield base set, another set people just do not care about. But yet last sold $625, $635, $630, $620. Like, these are selling for like what Lost Origin and, Chilling Reign and Brilliant Stars is selling for, or even more. Next, we have the Obsidian Flames regular ETB. Got down to about $155. Now last sold $162 and $174. Next, the Surging Sparks ETB got down to $67. Now last sold $73. All sales are at $73. And Stellar Crown. Same thing. This got down to about $84. Now last sold $92, $93, $92. Next, we have the Phantasmal Flames Pokemon Center ETB. This was $185. And I even mentioned, I felt like, that was not a terrible price, especially comparing it to every other Pokemon Center ETB. But last sold $189, $199, $190, and $200. We can get it shipped right now for $197 from someone with no sales. So it's basically a $200 Pokemon Center ETB right now. And we have the Silver Tempest Pokemon Center ETB. Last sold for this one, $298, $276, $293, and $301. Next, we have the Mega Charizard X UPC. This got down to $172. Now last sold $184, $185, $180, and $184 again. And I did call a bunch of GameStops in my area, and they are all stocked still with this because they're trying to sell them for like $200 a box, which is crazy. But I hope this box gets cheaper, especially like when I'm vending and someone's trying to offload a bunch of these. And let's say I can get them for around $120 all said and done. I'm going to be buying a ton of these because anywhere from like $100 to, $140, I feel like isn't a terrible price for a Charizard UPC. Next, we have the Heavy Hitters Premium Collection. This is the Fall 1, Lucario V, and Tyranitar V. Still doing great. Last sold 177, 209, and 175. Next, we have the Mimikyu EX and Alcremie EX Premium Collection. Just bouncing back a little bit. Got down to like 60. Now last sold all at 70. Next, the Black Bolt Booster Bundle. Still doing great. This is at $46 3 months ago. Now last sold 58, 48, 56, 59, 55. And the Obsidian Flames Booster Bundle got down to 56. Now last sold 58, 79, 66, 66. And we can get this one shipped right now for about $68. And we have the Paldea Evolve Booster Bundle. These things just go up and down, but all last sold for this one is at $80. And we have the Lost Origin Booster Bundle. This started at $83 6 months ago, and it's just been slowly rising. Now last sold 135, 135, 129, and 142. Because we did not get a lot of booster bundles with Sword and Shield. That's another new thing too. And I don't hear anybody ever talk about that. Pokemon Center ETBs, even our regular ETBs that all have promos, these booster bundles, these are new products that we really don't know how they're going to do in the future. But I have a feeling booster bundles will be probably the most open thing in the future for like vintage sets. You're getting a decent amount of packs. You don't have to pay that promo tax and all that. So I have a feeling these booster bundles are going to be one of the hottest sellers in the future. But yeah, like I said, we did not get a ton of them for the Sword and Shield era at all. And here's Silver Tempest. Now last sold all at $75. And 3 months ago it was at $65. Next, we have a couple 151 cards starting to bounce back just a little bit. I've been watching this Pikachu. It's literally just up a few dollars. All last sales now are at 35, 35, 40. Got down to like 32. Next, same thing with the Charmeleon. Was almost the exact same price, but now last sold 45, 43, 34, 31, 35. Was at 32. And we even have a little bounce back on that new Meowth from Phantasmal Flames. This card is super, super cool. Got down to $19. Now last sold 22, 23, 23. So just a couple cards bouncing back a little bit. Next, we have the Ends Reshiram Journey Together Stamp promo. This was at 17. Now last sold 21. So we got 8 of them at 20. Bunch of sales at 20 and a couple sales at 23 and 24 and even one at 30 and 27, which was literally a day ago. Some weird sales there. Next, the new Mega Charizard X promo bouncing back a little bit. Got down to 59. Now last sold 63, 64, 63. Next, here's that Team Rocket's Moltres EX. This is the actual SIR, and it got down to almost literally $100. Now that sold 125, 128, 123. And here's the promo. This one's still going down. I just wanted to add it so you guys know what it's going for. The promo was at 146 when it first came out, and it was selling for a while more than the SIR, but all that sold now 70, 69, 70. But yeah, that's why I like UPCs. I mean, that price probably will not hold. Maybe a $50 promo or something, I'm not sure. But at least you're getting some guaranteed value when you open up a UPC. That's what I like about them. Next, we have the Mega Charizard X SIR. This got down to $575. Now that sold 604, 604, 599, 610. And the Gold Charizard is leveling out right around 450. I have a feeling they're going to stay around these prices for the next couple weeks until we hit Christmas. I have a feeling a ton of people are waiting to open up their Phantasmal Flames for Christmas or like Christmas presents. So I expect another flood of these Charizards on the market right after Christmas. But still, $600. I mean, it's a pretty spendy card. Next, the Charizard 151 SIR bounced back. Got down to 230. Now that sold 245, 245, 238. And Cynthia's Garchomp EX is just having a little bounce back. Same thing, got down to 230. Now that sold 244, 244, 240, 248. One sale at 230. So yeah, not a ton of movement in the cards, but it's good to see some of these cards bouncing back in price a little bit. All right, we are going to check out some new Mega Dream EX cards. So here's the Mega Attack Rares. We got the Charizard at $100. Looks like we got all of them except the Charizard at 70. Another Charizard here at 48. Lucario at 13. Charizard at 70. Mega Scrafty at 6. Another one at 15. Mega Electros at 10. Mega Gardevoir at 10. Charizard at 47. Scrafty at 17. See if we got any other ones. Here's the Dragonite here at 21. Where is the Gengar? That's the Howlucha at 15. Charizard at 41. Dragonite at 55. 38. Mega Diancie at 19. We got the Mega Frostless and the SIR for 46. Is there really no Mega Gengars? We got a couple sales of them over here. We got one at $35 and $47. All right. Now here is those error ones. I couldn't find any recent sales of them actually selling, but we have a few listings of the errors. We got the Gengar at $299, Dragonite at $199, the Charizard at $478, another Charizard at $459, and the Gardevoir at $250. So like I said, definitely check your Mega Attack rares. All right, we got some art rares. So, you know, we've been talking about this set a lot. Even in my tier list, I talk about this set a bunch and I even rank it. But I feel like the one place where it's a little weak is the art rare department, just with the popular Pokemon. I mean, I feel like if you really look at all the art rares, there isn't any like really, really popular Pokemon. We got Psyduck, but it's also Psyduck's third, you know, art rare. Then we got Cynthia's Spiritomb. That card's pretty sweet. Psyduck sold for 15. Spiritomb sold for 7. Dustox at 10. Badoo at 10. Numel at 10. Snorunt at 10. Heliolisk at 10. Another Psyduck at 15. Misdrevious at 10. Togekiss 10. Looks like we got the 12 art rares for $90. Another Cynthia Spiritomb at 18. Dracloak at 14. Beautifly at 7. Here's the Dreepy at 13. Psyduck at 28. Metacham at 5. The N-Zekrom, that's definitely one of the coolest ones in the set. That one is at 18. And the Misdrevious at $5. But like, not the most popular Pokemon. But this is not everything that we are getting in Ascending Heroes. You got to keep that in mind. All right, now we're checking out the SARs. I'll be checking the big four individually, but we got the Marnie's Grimmsnarl here at $110. The Enzorock at $81. The Diancie here at $45. We got the Canary at $66. Mega Scrafty at $15. We got the Surfer at $11. Another Scrafty at $25. Howlucha at $20. Another Howlucha at $35. Fezandipity at $30. Enzorock at $115. The Electros at $25. Iris's Fighting Spirit at $55. That's a super sick card. Fezandipity at $36. The Iona's Bellybolt at $78. And I'm not really seeing anything different. So we got the Mewtwo here. Last sold $125, $140, $148, $131, $154. Here we got the Mimikyu and the Mewtwo for $158. Next, we have the Pikachu. Last sold $220, $193, $222, $295, $212, $300. And then we have the Dragonite here. We got all three, the Gold, the SAR, and the Mega Attack Rare at $550. And then we got the SAR at $499, $245, $288. Another trio at $635. One sale here at $210, $435, $232, $325. So kind of all over the place. And we have the Gengar. That sold $525. Another one at $500. And we got another one at $563 and $575. And remember, we're still going to have the Charizard Y in our English set. Probably a gold card and a SIR. So our Ascending Hero set is going to be crazy. And whatever else we get. And last on the list, we have the Mega Dream EX Booster Box. All last sold is right around $125. So pretty expensive, to be honest. But all right, that was today's Pokemon Market Monday. If you guys could do me a massive favor and please go watch my last vending video that I posted on Saturday. It was my best video yet, even though I forgot to put the ending in there, but still, it's a great video. Please go watch that. It would mean a ton. And then also make sure you check out my last Throwback Thursday where we do a little giveaway, and I did a Charizard tier list. So definitely check that out. And of course, if you guys like the content, please make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a like and comment. If you guys want to support more, you can check out my Instagram, my TikTok, my YouTube membership, or even my Facebook that I just started. And of course, the PSA link, the merch, you guys know what to do. You guys are the best. But all right, I want you guys to have a great day. And then if you guys want to watch my last Sunday video where I actually rank every set, Scarlet and Violet, Sword and Shield, and Mega, click this video here. Otherwise, we'll see you next time.